it's me again. My name is Yana. If it's the first time you're watching me, my name is Yana Mexicana. And here on my channel I have two sections. One section is dedicated to Mexico. It's recorded mainly in Spanish and in some occasions also Slovenian and English. I'm inviting you to watch the English videos, obviously. And if you happen to know some Spanish, you can take a Yanaton. You can watch some of them and practice some Spanish. And I'm speaking about different things that have to do with Mexico. Sometimes about people, traditions, foods, some interesting topics. And today I will speak about things that I don't recommend that you do in Mexico if you travel or if you live here. So the first one is that I don't recommend at all is don't drink the water from the faucet. I was born in Europe, in Slovenia, and for me the most natural thing is whenever I'm thirsty and I wanted to have a glass of water, I would just open the faucet and serve it to myself. No, don't do this in Mexico. If you do this, you might go flying to the doctor because of stomachache issues. So what we do here is we buy bottled wine and
Bottled water.
Bottled water. Sorry. Water, yes. There are these huge bottles that they call them here garrafones. Do you happen to know how many liters are there, Diego?
I think 20 liters, I think.
20 liters of them, of water, and we have it at our homes, and we just serve it to the plastic bottles that we take around them. So don't drink water, not wine, from the faucet, please. I think if you know anything about Mexico, I'm sure you know the detail that they are not the most punctual people in the world. And this applies in any kind of situations, even at the parties, believe it or not. So if you're invited to go to a party for 4 p.m., don't go there until 5, the earliest, because you might provoke that the person that invites you would feel uncomfortable because they don't think you would actually come at the time they ask you to come. So they might be still cleaning, preparing food, serving food, no? And they actually maybe wouldn't like you to be that punctual. I don't know how it's handled in your country, but in Slovenia the children's clothes are labeled with centimeters. So you buy the clothes for a kid according to
the length?
No, to the height.
The height?
Estatura?
Yes.
The height of your kid. Because, for example, the kids that are 8 years old, they can be very different in their height, and what fits for one doesn't fit for the other one. That's one thing. And secondly, we just bought an outfit for Lisa for Halloween. And even though she's 8, we bought one for 12 to 14 years just because the sizes were so small. So don't rely on the labels here. If you're buying clothes for kids, make sure that it's the right size for the kids. I don't know how it's handled in your country, but here in Mexico it's not well seen if you as a foreigner have an opinion about the Mexican politics. I've lived here for 12 years and I never expressed what I think about the politics. Whenever the topic came up, I said, well, I hope they do the best for us. I hope not that people chose the right person, but I never ever criticize because I'm very aware that even though I have the Mexican passport, but still in a way I feel I was invited here to Mexico, that I don't have the right to criticize some things, so I don't express my opinion. And honestly, I don't even take time to investigate, and if I'm completely honest, I have no opinion about politics, so don't express it. If you have the opportunity to travel to Mexico, I think a problem should be food, that it's super delicious. And yes, you can find spicy food as well as not spicy food, because in different parts of Mexico use more or less chili. So if you wouldn't like to have spicy food, don't ask, is it spicy? Because people that are used to food here, they would say it's not spicy because it's not spicy for them because they're used to it. But if you never eat chili, for you it might be spicy when it has only a small part of chili inside. What I recommend is that you ask, does it have chili or not? So according to that, then you decide if you order it or not. My next recommendation is that you don't eat everywhere. Be careful where you sit and eat, because there are some places that are not super clean. Because Mexicans are hard workers, so they try to sell things, they try to make food, they make their delicious food that they're used to eating at home. So maybe sometimes they're not that, how would you say that, Diego?
Careful.
Careful, yeah, they're not that dedicated to be super, super, super careful about the cleaning standards. Not that it's super dirty, but there's a heat and things can get spoiled and you might get sick if you eat in a place like that. Just make sure that the person that is selling you food is also very careful about cleaning to avoid any negative consequences. And what's the name of that, Diego? Algo de Moctezuma?
Moctezuma's revenge could happen to you.
Yeah, which means that you get sick of stomach and it's not nice to travel around having this problem. Another tip that I have for you is don't participate in double sense humor. Mexicans are very famous about their sense of humor. They make fun of everything, even about themselves, and also in very difficult and hard moments. I think so. It helps them to not feel that pressured or sad. Know that it helps them to survive hard moments. But one type of humor is double-sensed humor. Everything is useful for them.
They're called albures. Yeah.
Yes. So if you're talking to someone and you see a mischievous smile of someone next to it, maybe you did say something that is here commonly known as a double sense humor or albur. And I really don't recommend you to start having dialogues with someone because I find it really hard for you to win. I don't do this even though I've lived here for 12 years. I love Spanish, I love observing the language, but I don't dare to compete in this area. I don't know how you're used to in your country, but in Slovenia it's not that badly seen. If you have a conversation maybe with a close friend or with a friend about a family member of yours and there's something not that nice about your family member, I don't know what could be the example. If the person is not that hardworking, if someone would comment, or if the person wouldn't have good luck with finding a partner or something, or finding a job, well, it's not badly seen if you comment, if you're not humiliating or making fun. Here, I'd rather avoid it because people are very sensitive about their family, because family is like one of the top values here in Mexico. So if I were you, I rather wouldn't touch this topic. Different countries have different values, no? And one of very important values in Mexico is to be humble. So you don't show off, so you don't show, how successful you are. And unfortunately, here are many athletes, maybe some singers, actors, directors of movies.
Yes.
That are extremely successful. But once they show that they know how successful they are, I think they're not that liked anymore in Mexico because they don't respect the value of being humble. So if you're a successful person, don't show off when you come to Mexico. Express it differently. And I don't know if you know that here in Mexico is a special law that you can drink alcohol in the streets, which means you can drink them in the restaurant, in the bar, at home, with your friends, at home, at their home, but not on the streets. And it goes to that point, if the police passes by and you're drinking a beer in a very hot day, well, they will take you to the jail because you did something that you're not supposed to. I hope you liked our video. If so, you can always give us a like. Thank you so much. Share it with anyone you think would be interested in this. And if you're not a member of our channel yet, take advantage. It's still for free that you subscribe, and this way you'll be notified whenever we publish something new. Bye!